On this episode of Magic Eating and Drinking in Pennsylvania, we meet Bill, who runs Bushy Run Winery and has some pretty good wine.
Front door.
Nope. Good call recalibrating with a nice red, since it's literally 8 degrees outside. Look at you, pretending to be all sophisticated.
Who says I'm not sophisticated?
Please. I bet that's as sweet as maple syrup.
It is pretty sweet. But, in my defense, the climate, the soil, the kind of grapes that'll grow in Pennsylvania, well, most of the wines that you'll buy here are going to be on the sweeter side.
Where'd you get that one?
This comes from Bushy Run Winery.
Where are they?
Well, they're in Harrison City, but you're not going to go to the winery to buy the wine. They don't have a tasting room.
Then where?
Giant Eagle.
A little while back, during a routine visit to our local West Mifflin Giant Eagle, I met this guy, pouring samples of wine. Who was he, you ask?
I'm Bill.
Bill.
I'm a winemaker.
Bill Gordy and his wife Karen run Bushy Run Winery, and their wine is good. They've got the awards to back it up. And because Bill is also a history buff, proceeds from the sales of bottles go to the Bushy Run Historical Society in preservation of the Bushy Run battlefield as a historical resource. Clearly they are very invested in their community. The winery sources locally as much as possible.
We try to keep our money here in Pennsylvania, help out the Pennsylvania farmers.
Okay.
So we go up there, get as many grapes as we can to make Pennsylvania wines out of them. Now, we do have to go outside of Pennsylvania because there's some grapes that just don't grow very well here.
I understand.
But we like to help our farmers out here. And we do have 42 different flavors of wines right now.
That's actually a lot.
Right now, this Giant Eagle only carries 4. They're going to be carrying more, so look for some of those coming in. Some of the other Giant Eagles will carry as many as 8 flavors of ours.
It seems that Bushy Run Winery's preferred means of advertising is trekking from store to store, meeting people and pouring samples of that delicious wine. Of course, you know I had to get in on the action.
Now, the first wine we're going to taste today is the wine that we are known for. We were the first winery in Pennsylvania to come out with an all-lemon wine. No grape. The wine's called Lemon Kiss. It's only fermented lemons. 13.5% alcohol. It tastes just like lemonade. Please be careful. You're not going to taste the alcohol.
Devious.
Our second is our Black Watch. And Black Watch is fermented blackberries blended with a pink grape called Isabella. And this is going to be sweet on the tip of your tongue. Middle of the tongue, the blackberries are going to pop. Tasty one there. Our next one is Hanna's Town Red. Hanna's Town Red, sweet, grapey, and tart.
Alrighty. Okay.
And when we sell a bottle of this, we donate money back to historic Hanna's Town, which was the final battle of the Revolutionary War and was out near Greensburg. Now it's time for dessert. And Sweet Dreams is our dessert type wine. And this is going to be red raspberries that we get from our farmers at Farmers Market. And we blend this with a grape called Shiraz. I want you to smell this one. It's going to smell and taste just like cotton candy, but it's going to have a nice tart raspberry zip right on the finish.
We do not have a tasting room. We've been selling for 11 years, and going into our 12th year, we sell at farmer markets, we sell at big events, and Giant Eagle has generously offered, when we're not selling at farmers markets, they carry our products, but they don't carry all of them. We have 42 different flavors, and that's the one thing we have not been successful at, is pinning it down to a location. So you have to kind of catch can as part of the mystique and the fun. We post on Facebook, and we are part of the Pour Tour, Laurel Highlands Pour Tour.
Bill mentioned that the following week he was going to be at the Bethel Park Giant Eagle, and I was hoping to catch up with him, maybe to get a little bit more background on how he got started with the whole winemaking thing. Fortunately, I found him.
Never drank wine. I was a big beer drinker. And when we got married, they told her dad, you can't drink beer anymore. So they all switched over to wine, and I would go to family functions, and everybody's drinking wine, and I got beer. And I'm like, well, I got to learn to drink this. So we went out to dinner. They recommended, I went to the bartender and said, I need to learn to drink wine. And I said, not oaky, not, that'll suck the spit out of your mouth. They said, try this. And I said, Merlot. Okay, I could try it. I could drink that. That's fine. So we just started drinking wine. And then I said, well, I could try to make this, because I saw somebody got to make it. Went out on a winery weekend out to Ohio, to Amish country. And we visited all the wineries out there. And at the tasting bar, there were 3 or 4 people deep, and they were throwing money trying to get. And I said, I could do this. I had no idea how to make wine. So she gave me a kit for Christmas, and a kit is add water, throw in yeast, 30 days later you got wine. And I tried that, and it was really, really, really good. And then when I went to bottle it, it tasted like crap. I was like, what the heck did I do wrong? So I started reading up on things. Then I started taking classes at Penn State, and then my wines got better. And then we were giving wines out to people, and then they said, hey, we would pay you for this. And I'm like, wow. So I tried different wines. We started watch the sales when they had sales on fruit. We tried to make that type of wine. And then with doing the classes, and then I joined an organization of local winemakers, and just kind of went from there. Just trying some different things and putting my own touch on some different things. And here I am.
Well, there's no question you got a gift.
Oh, thank you.
You know I have no shame about these things. By the way, as a point of information, they only let you leave the store with 4 bottles altogether. Lemon Kiss. And charcuterie. Instant Summertime. This was Lisa's idea.
So if you happen to be at your local Giant Eagle and see Bill and Karen, stop up, say hi. By all means, taste what he's got. You're going to want to give him your business. I guarantee it. I got to tell you, the lemon kiss is the best kiss I've had all winter.
Excuse me?
Second only to yours, dear. But it's close.
I heard that.
If you'd like to have your business featured on our channel, send us an email at edmagik69@gmail.com.
And that'll do it. Till next time, stay warm and have some wine.